So again, please make sure you are actively working with today's documents. You will utilize them for a practice DBQ on Thursday. As a reminder of our norms, we are all in. Attendance and cold call responses are impacting a quiz grade every week. Make sure you have your videos on and microphones off so you can be engaged in class. Google Classroom is where you can find all assignments and Nearpod links. And as a reminder, your homework is due in 12 hours at 8 o'clock, and it is 50% of your homework grade. If you do not complete your homework by 8 o'clock tonight, you will be in office hours with me next week, and I will be following up with you and your parents to make sure that you are joining me for those office hours. So we are now going to transition to the Do Now. The Do Now is available in the Nearpod. So again, please make sure you click that link, which is also available in the chat right now. And we are going to do the Do Now. You are going to have 3.5 minutes to do so. Go ahead and get started. In 2, 1. There are 4 multiple choice questions. Remember, if you are not interacting with the Nearpod, you are losing points. Awesome job today. Great responses to these multiple choice questions. I'm still missing 1 person from the Nearpod. Please let me know if you're having issues with the technology or if you need any help. Awesome job, Shakeem, 100% on the multiple choice. You have just under 2 minutes to finish up. Less than 1 minute left. Great job, Caleb. Awesome responses, you guys. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job in today's Do Now. The one question that I want to follow up with is which of the following groups were predominantly loyalists? Northern merchants, Enlightenment colonists, Anglican ministers, or plantation owners? Can you please unmute and share your response, Skyanne?
I said the Anglican.
Yes, Anglican ministers. And the reason why Anglican ministers are loyal to the English crown is because the Church of England, Anglican Church, is it's the Church of England, kind of self-explanatory. So yes, it's important to know which groups are patriots and which groups are more likely to be loyalists. We are now going to fill in the blank on Nearpod. As always, you will get 2 minutes to do so. 2 minutes, go ahead and get started. One minute, 10 seconds. Great job, Shakeem. Great job, Skyanne. 10s out of 10s. You have 1 more minute. Great job, Mahmoud. 10 out of 10. Awesome responses today. Great job, Takia, Kamaya, Leah, and Giovanni. Also 10s out of 10s. 10 more seconds to finish up. Make sure you're close to being done. Great, and time is up. So we're going to progress forward. So today we're going to practice how to analyze documents as if we are trying to complete a DBQ on the AP exam. During class, when we analyze documents, we may complete all 4 corners in order to be thorough and understand the documents on a deeper level. On the AP exam, you should only take about 60 minutes to complete your DBQ. That means you'll need to break down the prompt, quickly analyze all 7 documents, create a planning page, and then write an essay in that time, which is really challenging. So today I'm going to model for you a strategy to complete the document analysis portion of the DBQ in 15 minutes. So that way you can make sure you have enough time to write your essay. We have used this at times in class, and you may have been introduced to it last year, but today I'm going to help you lock in exactly how you can use it to work effectively in APUSH. As I model the strategy, I want you to take notes in your handout about the steps I am taking and the questions that I ask myself throughout the process. You'll have spots, you will have a place to do so on page 1 of your classwork document. So while you pull up your classwork document, I will begin sharing my screen for the model. Please chat a 100 into the chat when you are ready to begin the model and you have your classwork pulled up. Thank you, Alexis. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Shaquasia. Thank you, Takia. Thank you, Shakeem. Thank you, Caleb. Thank you, Giovanni, Skyen, Kamaya, Leah. Okay, that is most of us, so we are going to get started. Sorry, I'm trying to get my screen set up. Okay, so let's say it's the AP exam. And the first step I'm going to take is to read and annotate the document's source line. So I noticed that this was an artifact created between 1766 and 1770. That makes me think of the Stamp Act. Sorry guys, just letting somebody in. That makes me think of the Stamp Act and the end of salutary neglect. It also makes me think of the causes of the revolution. I annotate for that. Lastly, while the source line doesn't give a specific author, it does give me a lot of information. I see it is inscribed with no Stamp Act, and on the other side with America, liberty restored on each side. That rhetoric makes me think of Thomas Paine and Patrick Henry, who are really big speakers during the American Revolution. I would therefore guess that this was created by a patriot sympathizer in England. So I'm going to put that in my POV corner. So even though I'm not told the author, I can infer what kind of author this person is. So in the POV corner, I'm going to put patriot. First, I'm going to include that it's English because this is from Britain. English patriot sympathizer. It's interesting that it was made in England, so that shows that there was some support for the repeal of the Stamp Act there. So again, the first step is read and annotate the source line. Next, I'm going to read and annotate the document for its claim. So I need to either read the document quickly or analyze the image. In this document, I notice it's a teapot, which immediately makes me think of the Tea Act. So teapot, Tea Act. And I see that the inscription on the teapot says no Stamp Act. And on the other side, America, liberty restored. So this is a teapot that is going against the Tea Act. So it's a teapot against the Stamp Act. Now I need to choose my third step, which is choose the best corner. Sorry, I did not put this in the correct spot. In the audience are English sympathizers. So now I'm going to choose about which corner is the most relevant for this document. Because I don't know who the author is exactly, I'm pretty sure that the POV is not the right direction to go. But now I'm going to think about the time and location. The fact that this was created in Great Britain between 1776 and 1770 seems really important and kind of surprising. I wouldn't expect a person in Britain to support the repeal of the Stamp Act, but based on this document and the context, I can see that there were some English sympathizers. So audience and purpose could potentially also work. But I want to zoom in on this historical context because there's so much there I can discuss. As you see, I came up with 4 key terms in a matter of like 10 seconds. So in this case, I think that the best corner is going to be the historical context corner, because when and where this document was produced is so unexpected. So now I am going to transition to writing the since statement. So at the bottom of this document where it says since, I am going to write my 2 annotations, my since statement. I am going to write my since statement and my significant statement that relates to the prompt. So the since statement that I am going to utilize for this document is, since the teapot was made, during the period of growing colonial oppression to taxation, it shows that there was some support in Great Britain for the colonists' oppression. Okay, so that's my since statement. Now I need to think about my significant statement. So the 4th step is write since statement. And remember, these since statements are worth points on the DBQ, so you want to make sure you include them. And my 5th step is write the significant statement. And for that, I'm going to say is that, sorry, I need to let somebody in from the waiting room. Okay. Is that this teapot from 1766, 1766, shows that initially there was some support even in Great Britain for colonial calls to liberty. So those are the 5 steps that I take to annotating these documents. I'm going to zoom in. We'll see if that works. So you guys can copy down those since and significant statements. Again, I apologize for my handwriting. I'll give you 30 seconds to finish annotating your notes. Okay, we should have our notes down. And you are now going to practice repeating this process For document 2 on the next page of your classwork. You are going to have 3 minutes and 30 seconds to take annotations on document 2, and then you are going to copy and paste your since statement into the Nearpod. But before we do that, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and now I'm going to direct us back to the Nearpod. Alexis, can you please read our main inquiry for today?
Evaluate the extent of change in ideas about American independence from 1763 to 1783.
Great, thank you so much. So as a reminder, this document that I just annotated, in addition to the rest of the documents you interact with today, you are going to be utilizing for a DBQ on Thursday. So we're going to transition to our you do. You're going to have 3 minutes and 30 seconds to complete your annotations for document 2. 3 minutes and 30 seconds are on the clock. Remember, you are taking source line annotations, writing your since and significant statement. Go ahead and get started. And as a reminder, be prepared to copy and paste your since statement into the Nearpod. Two more minutes to finish annotating document 2. One more minute. Remember, you're copying and pasting your since statement into the Nearpod in 1 minute. Thirty more seconds to finish up. Great, please copy and paste your sense statement into the Nearpod. Take 30 seconds to do so. The screen should be open now. So please copy and paste your sense statement, 30 seconds to do so. Thank you, Shakeem. Thank you, Giovanni. Again, we are copying and pasting our sense statements. Thank you, Skyanne. Great, I'm still waiting on about 75% of us to turn in our sense statements. I need to look at these sense statements so I can tell you guys how we can improve. Still waiting on sense statement responses. Again, we're utilizing the Nearpod so that way we can respond to data and see how we can improve them. We are going to move on. Make sure you copy and paste your sense statement for document 2 into the Nearpod. This is going to be going towards your Zoom grade. Thank you, Takia. I just got yours. Reminder, this does impact your Zoom grade if you're not interacting with the Nearpod. We are now going to take the next 12 minutes and follow AP timing to annotate the rest of the documents in your classwork. So documents 3 through 6. We're going to do this using AP timing, so you will have 12 minutes to do so. 12 minutes on the clock, go ahead and get started. Actually, it's gonna be 10 minutes. So make sure you are moving quickly. 10 minutes on the clock for documents 3 through 6. I will prompt you when to move on to the next document. Be sure to copy and paste your sense statement into the Nearpod if you haven't done so already. You have 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Move on to document 4 if you have not done so. Move on to document 4 if you have not done so. Please copy and paste your POV corner into the chat for document 4. So again, we're copying and pasting our POV corner from document 4 into the chat. Thank you, Alexis. Thank you, Leah. Thank you, Mahmoud. I'm seeing that we're identifying that they're Quakers. Try to remember what's important about being a Quaker. Thank you, Giovanni. Great job, Skyanne. Thank you, Kamaya. You have 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. Please skip down to document 6 if you have not gotten there. We're going to skip document 5, go all the way down to document 6 for the last 4.5 minutes. Three and a half minutes left. Make sure we are all working on document 6. I want us to copy and paste our POV corner for document 6 into the chat. POV corner for document 6 into the Zoom chat. Beautiful, Giovanni. Beautiful, Shakim. Amazing, Kamaya. I really like these connections that we're making. Good job, Takia. 2 more minutes. Great job, Caleb. 2 more minutes on document 6. Great job, Skyanne. I'm pausing the timer. Everybody track me or track my voice in the Zoom call. Based off of reading document 6, utilize the Zoom chat. Which corner do you think is the most important for the since statement? In the chat, which corner do you think is the most important for your since statement? Go ahead and chat it out. Great job, Skyanne. Great job, Dwayne. Great job, Kamaya. Great job, Shakim. Dwayne, can you unmute and share why you think the POV corner is the most important?
I said the POV because since he's a minister, I mean, well, he's an Anglican minister, which does not, I'm pretty sure it's not like tolerant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't tolerate any other religion.
Great. So Dwayne is highlighting that he's an Anglican minister, which is important. Giovanni, can you unmute and share why an Anglican minister is an important thing to have from our POV?
It's important because an Anglican minister is most likely a loyalist.
Beautiful. Great. We are going to go back. You're going to have 90 seconds to finish annotating document 6. Make sure you are using the POV corner for your since statement. You're then going to copy and paste the since statement into the Nearpod. So I'm going to give us 1 minute to draft our since statement. 1 minute on the clock to draft our since statement. You can do so in the Nearpod. Go ahead and get started. The Nearpod should be opening any moment. Oh, maybe not. Okay. The activity is open. Beautiful. Thank you, Shakim. I have that. $25 more seconds to finish copying and pasting your since statement from document 6. We'll go ahead and up that to 1 minute so that way we have enough time since this is the most important document. Great. Make sure you copy and paste that since statement into the chat, into the Nearpod. I have 30 seconds. I'm going to highlight and share. I'm going to share my screen. Sorry, I'm trying to get it. Kamaya, can you please read out loud your since statement?
Since this was written by Charles Inglis, an Anglican church minister whom is a loyalist to Britain, it makes sense that he would support Britain in justifying their acts over their colonies.
Awesome, beautiful. Thank you so much. And can I also hear from, sorry, that was the wrong one. And can I also hear from Shakim?
He said, since English is a loyalist, it makes sense he'd advise against colonies revolting against Britain.
Beautiful. So as a reminder, you are going to be utilizing these documents in a DBQ on Thursday. I'm now going to transition you to the exit ticket where your final document is located. I will be grading the since statement and the significant statement specifically for quality, and the feedback on those is going to help you improve your grade on the DBQ that you write on Thursday. So you take the remainder of class, please transition to your exit ticket. Once I see that you've submitted a since statement that highlights a corner and a significant statement that answers the question, you will be free to go. Thank you, Alexis, for that question. So by source line annotations in your exit ticket, that you're just writing down what's important about the POV and what's important about the historical context. So basically, what's the most important things that you're pulling out from the source line, like the author and the date. Thank you, Shakim. You may go. Great since statement. And we're really pushing for AP timing, so you shouldn't take more than 2 minutes to finish up using AP timing. Thank you, Mahmoud. You may go. Shout out to Soraya for asking really specific follow-up questions, making sure that she's completing quality annotations. Remember, I am always here in the chat ready to help you if you have any private questions. Take 1 more minute to finish up your annotations. Again, we're trying to stick to AP timing.